On that clear November day in 1961, the crew of the Greek freighter Theo was conducting routine navigation near the Bahamas when Second Officer Nikolaos Spachidakis spotted something unusual through binoculars. In the boundless ocean, amidst endless blue, a tiny raft drifted. What the crew saw upon approaching made even seasoned sailors hold their breath. On a small cork raft lay a barely alive blonde girl. Her skin was blistered by the sun, lips cracked, body temperature a dangerous 40.5 degrees Celsius. Yet, she still breathed. 11-year-old Terry Jo Duperrault had spent nearly 4 days adrift at sea without food or water, becoming both witness and victim to one of that era's most shocking crimes. A crewman captured this moment, a small figure against the infinite ocean. This photo would soon grace front pages worldwide. It began as an ordinary family trip. Dr. Arthur Duperrault, a successful ophthalmologist from Green Bay, Wisconsin, had long dreamed of showing his family the Bahamas' beauty. With his 38-year-old wife Jean and 3 children, 14-year-old Brian, 11-year-old Terry Jo and 7-year-old Renee, they'd saved diligently. Finally they chartered an 18-meter luxury yacht, Bluebell. Its captain was 44-year-old veteran Julian Harvey, who seemed perfect for the role. Accompanying him was his new bride Mary Dean, married just 4 months prior. The journey's first day felt like a fairy tale. The family enjoyed snorkeling at Great Abaco Island, collecting colorful shells on white beaches. Dr. Duperrault even shared plans with locals. They intended to return for Christmas. None could have imagined the monster hiding behind Captain Harvey's friendly smile. He'd had 5 marriages, each wife dying mysteriously. His yachts and boats carried heavy insurance, yet had a strange habit of sinking, with Harvey always miraculously rescued and paid. On November 12th, young Terry Jo went to bed early in her cabin, unaware then this accident would save her life. Midnight brought her brother's heart rending cries, "Help, Dad, help." Decades later, she told Fox News, "That scream comes when you instantly know something terrible is happening." Investigation revealed Harvey chose that night to execute his horrific plan. First, he murdered his new wife Mary, recently insured for a fortune. He meant to dump her body, claiming she fell overboard. But Dr. Duperrault accidentally witnessed the killing. When he intervened, Harvey killed him too. Other family members rushed to the screams. The killer couldn't leave witnesses. When terrified Terry Jo reached the deck, she saw a nightmare, her mother and brother lying in blood. Harvey roughly shoved her back into the cabin, where she cowered in bed. Soon she sensed something wrong. Water was flooding in. Harvey had deliberately opened seams to sink the yacht and hide his crimes. At the last moment, Harvey threw her a lifeline, but as Terry Jo's friend Richard Logan later realized, this wasn't mercy. Seeing her alive, he thought, "My God, she could survive. She must die." When terrified Terry Jo reached the deck, she saw a nightmare, her mother and brother lying in blood. Harvey roughly shoved her back into the cabin, where she cowered in bed. Soon she sensed something wrong. Water was flooding in. Harvey had deliberately opened seams to sink the yacht and hide his crimes. At the last moment, Harvey threw her a lifeline, but as Terry Jo's friend Richard Logan later realized, this wasn't mercy. Seeing her alive, he thought, "My God, she could survive. She must die." As Harvey moved to kill her, she grabbed the rope, but instinct made Terry Jo let go. In total darkness, battling waves and terror, she freed the small cork raft before Bluebell vanished beneath the waves. Wearing only a light shirt and pink pants, she found herself alone at sea. Her true survival struggle began. The first night was worst. Waves battered the raft, drenching Terry. Salt water burned her skin, cold wind pierced. It drifted directionless, clinging to the nearly weightless raft. Her only salvation. Dawn brought new torment, thirst. Water everywhere, yet undrinkable. Her lips grew salty crust, cracking. Seawater only worsened her thirst. By noon, scorching sun turned the raft into a griddle. Without shade, her skin burned. To escape heat, she dipped her feet in water. This helped briefly, but peering into The dark depths brought terror, what lurked below. One day a fin appeared nearby, her heart nearly stopped. But it was dolphins, circling her raft for hours like guardians. Night brought sharp cold. Shivering, Terry tried moving, but sudden shifts risked capsizing the unstable raft. She learned to shift weight with extreme care. Stars became her only companions. By day 2, hunger gnawed unbearably. Stomach cramps struck. Fish darted past, but she couldn't catch them. Occasionally she spotted seaweed, dreaming it might be edible, but it always drifted away. Day 3 brought hallucinations. Her exhausted mind played cruel tricks. It heard her parents calling. Islands appeared only to vanish. When she reached, once she swore she saw a ship on the horizon, but her parched throat couldn't scream. Worst were the dead calms, when the sea turned glassy and the sun made a desert of the world. Time seemed frozen. No movement, no sound, just endless blue. Terry began doubting if any world existed beyond her watery prison. 3 days before Terry's rescue, Harvey was found with Renee's body on a life raft. He spun authorities a dramatic tale: a sudden storm, fire aboard, his heroic attempts to save passengers, discovering the girl in water, failing to revive her. All believed the brave captain, a veteran with impeccable reputation. When Terry Jo boarded Theo, she was too weak to stand. Sunburn blistered her skin, lips cracked and bled, clothes stiff with salt. Her temperature hit 40.5 degrees Celsius. Doctors said a few more hours at sea would have killed her. After a week recovering in Miami from dehydration and burns, Terry Jo gave her account 7 days post-rescue. The truth emerged. Harvey, at a Florida motel, heard news of her survival on the radio. The killer turned pale, stammering, "My God, that's fantastic." Next day he was found dead in his bathroom, throat slit. Investigation revealed Harvey's shocking criminal pattern. One ex-wife had died suspiciously in a car crash. His vessel sank repeatedly, yielding huge insurance payouts. This time his plan failed. He'd underestimated a little girl's spirit. A memorial plaque in Fort Howard Park, Wisconsin honors the Duperraults. In memory of Arthur Duperrault's family, lost near Bahamas November 12, 1961. They live in loved ones' hearts, forever with the eternal Lord. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. For years, Terry Jo stayed silent about her ordeal. Nightmares haunted her until the 1980s, when she began sharing her story, leading to counseling and co-authoring Alone, Orphaned on the Ocean, with Richard Logan. At the book launch 50 years later, something remarkable happened. Last month we distributed copies. She said in an interview, teachers from 49 years ago came, just to check if I was okay. They apologized for being told to pretend nothing happened. The experience permanently changed her. 4 days alone at sea. You either break or grow stronger, she said. I learned never to quit even when hope seems gone, because it often comes from unexpected places. Today Terry Jo, now Tier Fassbender, works water-related jobs despite nightmares. I'm never afraid, she says. I was an outdoorsy kid who loved water. Got faith. I believe God helped me. I just go with the flow. Her story symbolizes the indomitable human spirit. I always believed I survived for a reason, she says, but it took 50 years to find strength to offer others hope through my story. Somewhere in the Bahamas' dark waters, Bluebell still rests, silently testifying to one of maritime history's most incredible tales of survival and brutal crime exposed.